Do you know your Express Entry application can be returned for being incomplete without even a processing officer reviewing your application? If you do not submit the application properly and do not include all the mandatory documents, your application will be refused, will be returned to you, your fee would be refunded. However, you will have to go back into the pool in order to be eligible for an IT again. As simple as this may sound, a lot of people get their Express Entry applications returned to them due to very simple mistakes that could have been avoided had they been careful when submitting the application. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about how to ensure your Express Entry application passes the completeness check, that is commonly referred to as R10, and making sure that all your hard work, all the hard work you put, and the amount of time you have put in preparing the application does not go in vain and you meet that completeness check. The Express Entry application system is subject to something called an R10. Under Regulation 10, it says that the application should be complete at the time of submission. If the application is incomplete, IRCC will return the application and refuses as being incomplete, and they would not even process or not even request any additional documents at that point. Now for Express Entry applicants, this can be very terrifying because sometimes you're waiting in the pool for that ITA, for that cutoff score, and if you were lucky enough to get that ITA and you submit an application which got returned because of being incomplete, now you may be in the pool again waiting for an ITA, and cutoff scores might have gone up by now. So that's the reason this can be very significant. Now, what are the most common causes of applications being returned? The first number one cause is not including your education documents properly. As a part of the completeness check, you need to include your degree or diploma certificate with the application. Oftentimes, candidates include transcripts, completion letters, and their VES evaluations. However, they do not include the diploma or degree certificate, and the application gets returned because of that. The second cause is not having or not providing a proper police clearance certificate. Now, this is particularly the case when you have lived in different places in a country, or you have lived in different countries and you did not provide a police certificate to cover all those places of residence. Oftentimes this is seen when we submit local police clearance certificates. Say that in India we have lived in Delhi, Mumbai, Amritsar, Chandigarh, etc., and we submit a local police clearance certificate from Chandigarh only, then they will return the application saying that your application does not cover, your police clearance certificate does not cover all your places of residence. Not having a proper medical exam is another reason for application being returned. If you have not provided the medical exam that meets the requirements, for example, at the moment there is some exemptions going on, but usually the medical is valid for 1 year, and if you submit a medical that has been done before that 1 year time window, then you can have your application returned. On the screen, you will see Express Entry completeness check page from IRCC. These are the documents. This document basically lists all the mandatory documents that need to be included with the application. So based on what you submit, based on your personalized checklist, you can take a look at every section here and it'll tell you what the mandatory documents are. You need to make sure that you include those mandatory documents with the application. As long as you go through this completeness check document and make sure everything is included, your application will pass through the R10 or the completeness check, and then it will go into review by a processing officer. If you don't meet this requirement, it will be returned. So that's it, guys. I hope this was very helpful and you were able to gain some knowledge into how to obtain your application's completeness check and make sure that application goes beyond that point and is not returned to you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.